Hello and
everyone.
welcome to the Sometimes Something podcast, episode number
56.
so close yet so far. 55.
Oh,
Episode
55.
55. Halfway to 110.
I just no. You're doing this on purpose, Calvin.
No,
I
no,
swear.
I'm not.
I swear,
I'm not.
you've done it. No, you've done it too many times.
I just don't give a fuck, dude.
Then how is the audience supposed to care about our podcast if you don't fucking care about getting the goddamn number
The
right?
thing that makes it breaks
Okay,
it is
in
the
his
number.
defense, I guess silently. I always get it wrong too. I'm just not public about it.
I got it wrong.
I'm not even.
More.
Okay, okay, moving on then.
The only reason I know every week is because I start a note at the beginning and I have to check, so that's fresh in
Yeah,
my
he's
head.
probably going, yeah. And so fuck you
I would
guys.
forget to.
I don't want to fucking
No.
hear it. I honestly, I also gut check. I just go, it feels like this. I don't know. Anyways, welcome to the podcast, everybody.
Yeah, never trust your gut.
Who brought two shots?
55.
Who was?
Colton.
Who's trying hard?
We'll jump
Colton,
right into
Colton.
the shots.
It's always
Colton.
Colton brings two.
Colton. All
I
right, Colton.
one
only did my
directed.
last. Hey, hold on.
Take us away,
Last
Colton.
week I did 2. Actually, no, I did 3 last week.
All right. Colton,
You're
we'll
like
start with
fucking
you.
4.
All right,
Since we-
tell
it's
us,
card-
Colton.
Yeah, it's card
yeah.
These
draw.
are shots from Killers of the Flower of the Moon by Mr. Martin Scorsese. That movie, I still haven't finished the movie. I got about.
It is
Yeah.
long.
It is. It's a long movie.
It was good.
It was still. It's solidly
seen
made,
it.
really good. To the part that I've watched, it just felt like a lot of it have been cut. Unfortunately,
I mean, I think the last 3 times I've tried to watch a Scorsese film, I think I've stopped every single one, like partway through. Either I'm like, I want to go to bed now, or it's like, it's been 2 hours, I'm done.
I felt that's literally the hour that I stopped. I mean, unfortunately, the hour that I stopped was the 2-hour mark where who's the actor that was in Breaking Bad and also the he plays
Jesse
villains a lot.
Plemons.
Yes, Jesse Plemons. That was the part where the movie should have been like at the halfway mark. That was 2 hours in because his character basically is the USA agent who's gonna help try to figure out the crimes of all these murders that are happening to the indigenous people, and it just feels like the 2-hour mark was just like constant murders happening over long periods of time, and just like kind of hammering over the point of the character of Leo, or Leo's character, but is he on their side or not, of his wife or whatever. It just feels a little. It's hard to critique in the sense of like what Marty was thinking, but it seems like it could have been cut down a little bit, or at least like to the point. Anyways, I'm critiquing the movie when I should be talking about how much I love these shots. Anyways, okay. Yeah, these shots kind of really spoke to me out of the entire movie because I don't know, something just like blurs you in. This also reminds me very much of the Control aesthetic, where it's just odd geometric shapes, and also you don't really see this kind of room in the movie, at least that I remember, or like up to the point that I watched.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's because I'm blanking on his name right now. Robert De Niro's character is kind of like, it's kind of the not necessarily a Godfather character, but he's in control and wants to have control over the oil of all the characters in the movie, and he seems like he could be kind of the embodiment of, like, I don't know, a secret society, or kind of has like more power than he's letting people know. And this room kind of spoke to me in that sense. So you could definitely see like the power structure and stature of like Leo on his knees kind of thing, and almost like a rite of passage that he's having to do. There's like a book in front of him, and it's very ominous and kind of
it's very secret society kind of culty.
Exactly,
like
yeah.
That's a cool room in general, yeah.
No, yeah, it just totally spoke to me. Very reminiscent of like Kubrick kind of aesthetic, but
yeah,
it looks like a mystery movie. You know?
100%, yeah.
Like, if you just showed me this like at a quick flash and I hadn't seen the movie, like if I had to guess what movie this, like I would probably guess like Shutter Island or something, because he kind of looks like that same kind of character and it's got that mood to it.
It's too pretty. I immediately thought Knives Out.
Yeah, totally.
That was, detective-y noir
mansion.
Not noir, but like, dark mansion, kind of elegant, spooky. Yeah.
So definitely probably saved that kind of contrast, like Colton was saying, for like this scene to really feel like isolated and kind of like cut out or.
Yeah.
Just weird. It's a weird
Well,
room too.
Yeah,
Why is that a
this
long
like
room?
a
What the
ballroom?
fuck
Why is it
this
so
room?
long? Like, what is
No.
it
Why is
actually
it
in real
like
life?
also rooms that are painted black all are weird.
Yeah.
Like they don't look good. They always have someone. It's like, oh, I painted my black as the sex dungeon. Or I thought it would be
Yeah.
edgy. It's always
Yeah.
weird.
Wait,
It
I
gives
like
off those
black. I
vibes.
like black walls.
I think
No, you shouldn't do
maybe
it.
maybe not pitch black, but like dark color.
I don't mind like a dark gray or like something like that, or
I would say
sure.
dark gray.
But
Yeah.
black is fucking. Whenever you do black, you can't see anything. I don't know if you guys have ever. There was a guy's basement. Oh, this is
Oh, what
There's a-
basements have you been in, Calvin?
Growing up, there was
He
a
already
guy.
listed the example.
Do tell!
But he would. Anyways,
Hmm.
I think it was always during holidays. He would do like either a haunted house. Anyways, there's a couple times I was at his place unrelated to that, but his whole basement was all blacked out walls, and it was awful. Like you turn on the lights, and it was like hard to see shit, and like distances were weird. Maybe that was the drugs.
Yeah.
But no, it's don't do black walls. It looks like shit always, and they get anything that happens to them. You can see smudges.
Mm.
No,
You
I think
can
black walls
do
are great.
black walls. It's just they accentuate how the room kind of feels and looks.
They make
There's
the
actually
room feel
examples.
smaller.
Yeah,
Yeah,
make it
they're-
smaller, make it wider. It's like
I'm not saying
depending on
like
how much you
one
paint
wall
something,
can't be
yeah.
black to
Yeah,
try and like
exactly. Yeah.
push perspective, but like when it's
Yeah.
all black, you just can't fucking see anything.
Mm.
It's
There's
gross.
probably some. It's probably like intentional to do like call back to like
oh,
the
for sure, no,
oil
definitely.
of everything. Like it's all.
It's also just creepy and dark and gross, and that's what it's supposed to be. I'm not ripping on that. It's
No.
just like,
Yeah,
eh.
that's what they're going for.
Very cool.
But no,
Very
it was
cool.
good to me. And it
No.
looks super cool.
Speaking of black, Calvin,
Calvin,
Okay, I wasn't sure which one you were
That
going
was
to.
just-
Gotcha.
you're in space.
you the blackness of space.
Take us away, Calvin.
Take us away. Now, what movie is this? I don't recognize this movie.
Oh
I
yeah,
feel like-
is it from a
is this
franchise?
is this
No.
like an obscure like cult film or something? What-
Yeah. Is it a French film? Calvin's being a pretentious French film enthusiast. Okay.
Yeah.
This is Star Wars Episode 8.
This was a
I
very cool
like this
sequence.
shot
This
because
was
it's
cool.
pretty.
Yeah.
It's school book reporting it. This shot's cool. All these shots are fun. I just watched through them again. They're all fun. They're really fast. I didn't realize how fast it cuts, but they do cut. In my head, these were much slower.
Mm.
But just watching the sequence, it cuts very fast. And each shot, you see like you essentially see kind of like 3 frames, which is no damage, big white light through the middle, and then big white light like laser ray is gone, and it's just like the ship floating there, and all the ship's lights are out. And that's essentially what you see for each one of these frames. Here, you actually like see the progression, which you could debate if makes sense or not. But it's a cool shot. They're fun shots. It's rare that I feel like you get franchises. I feel like this is one of the things that makes Star Wars a little special. Still, yeah, sure. Is that they're willing to they do shots like these that are just like this sequence is here because it's pretty. You know what I mean? It's not just like a big fireball. You know, it's like let's do something different and weird just because it is cool to have this. You know, just pure white, pure black. Just slice a big line through everything and do these violent, no sound.
Yeah.
So
everyone thought the speakers blew out when this came out. Do you remember that?
I don't
Like,
remember.
I remember that.
I
I remember
remember
it
being
being
like,
silent.
"Fuck
They were
yeah."
putting signs up because people thought that like they were asking for refunds because the speakers blew out on the scene, but they
I think
didn't.
this
That was
is
just the
people
audio.
scamming.
Yeah, you got to be.
Yeah.
That's
It's obvious that it's
But-
well,
And it
Uh,
comes
uh,
back
it
2
was
seconds
obvious to
later.
everyone.
Yeah.
well, if you didn't know, that makes me mad.
I could see it, but
If you're stupid, I totally
Yeah.
understand.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, if you're a
You're just
moron.
not aware if you're not picking up on it. Yeah.
If you've never seen a film before, I get it. And for some reason,
Well,
you're
yeah,
an
that's only Star Wars
audiophile.
people.
Yeah, people that have never seen a film before that are
Yeah.
an audiophile that like Star Wars. So, you know, and are stupid. So, anyways. This is they're fun
Amazing.
shots. I hope I get to do shots like these. You know, at
I
some
wonder
point.
how
like
many
these
notes-
super juxtaposed. Oh, dude, I
I'm
don't
How
curious
even
many
want to
notes
think
those
about
like
that.
light rays, those god rays, and all that got? Just like
Well, it's
Even
probably
then,
not
like,
like if
From a
you.
concept standpoint, like how many
Yeah,
different like
iterations. Yeah.
Iterations.
versions did this look like? Yeah.
there's a lot. There's more shots than you think. It's not like 3 shots. It's like a good 25 shots, and they're all really, really fast. What's interesting, what I think there was probably a fuckload of stuff on, is the timings of everything. because there is like a progression through all the shots, either from, it's light speed, so it should be instant, but they show a progression. So that's kind of fun.
Or this could have been just in animatics or or layout done to the last bitter end, just to get the timing right, and then they just sent it to comp, be like, do this.
No. Dude, this timing would all be done in comp with like retimes and like roto shapes. So like rough it out and then go back to effects. I bet so much money this was some poor fucking comper just trying to time all this shit out. It always is, especially a shot like this. Anyways,
cool for the real though.
Yeah,
they're very. Yeah, there is more shots than I remember. I just pulled it up now.
There's a lot, dude. Yeah, I was watching it. I was like, I forgot there's a lot. There's like 4 wides of these like big slow wides. Yeah. There's another one that's really pretty. That's like from the front or like kind of front top. It's really pretty. Yeah. But yeah, no, they pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's very cool. Yeah.
Very, very pretty. Yeah, this is like one too where it's effect where like I don't know what else you would do with that. Like that just looks cool. There's not much more you could do too.
The lensing stuff maybe, but like that takes away from it.
They have some flares on some of the other shots.
Yeah. I would like to see a better core. I would have liked to see more of a core, or more like
just see some people fly, some stormtroopers just flying out there and like
exactly. No, I would like to see, because it seems like just like a general thing. It'd be cool if there was like a bit more shape to everything, but that could be just not read and be distracting. So what do I know?
They do just going like frame by frame. It happens over like 1, 2, 3. It's through the very first frame where it impacts. Like all of the lights on the ship shut off like instantly. So that kind of helps with like the impact thing.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely art directed to fuck, but I think it's super. I hope I get to do some sort of shot, just monotone, 2-color, using selling power with light. I think that's fun.
I never noticed either too. There's like a light on the ship, like screen right, and if you just step through, as soon as it impacts, that light just turns off. Mm-hmm. Even on the bottom ships below it, turns off and just switches over, which is cool.
Yeah, there's some shots that are like the back.
It looks cool.
When the ship gets cut in half, you see the engines like die and then flicker for the next like 5 or 6 frames that's in the shot, which is cool.
Yeah, very
cool.
It's totally just becomes a silhouette behind the or in front of.
Yeah, it's dope. It's super cool. These shots were such a nightmare because then all of a sudden all the people that write for like the comic books and stuff had to then justify why we're not just sending 1 million freighters. Why we're not trying to just blow up a lot of ships with freighters.
Yeah. Who cares? It's cool.
Well, also, hyperspace.
A lot of Star Wars nerds.
Hyperspace is not acceleration, I'm pretty sure. So this doesn't make sense at all. But
those are the same people that got mad that
they special shield.
They used nails to build something in one of the Star Wars shows.
Oh,
because
nails.
I forget why, but it was like, they were very upset.
All right. I don't know. I think a scene of Han Soloing like nailing something to the dashboard of the Millennium Falcon would be pretty funny.
Yeah. All right, Kari. Moving on to you.
Speaking of monotone colors,
I can see 3 colors.
Tell me them. List them.
Green, red,
green,
and then if you want to debate black and white being one color.
Anyways,
so I immediately shot you.
You show this tomorrow. Let's say it's too monochromatic. All right. So this is a shot from Puss and Boots. Last Wish, new one.
Great movie.
Good movie.
I haven't seen it. I wanted to.
It is very good. So the wolf is like that's like the Grim Reaper character,
right?
And story is he's Puss in Boots getting a little bit too confident, thinking like he's never gonna die. So this character shows
too big for his boots.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, yeah. Just like the classic. No, but the reason I like this show is because there's a few key things that stood out to me, where the symbol of like having Puss in his shadow directly like that kind of just sells that power to me.
Right.
And then even then, they still give him a little pool of light to show like, his face and reaction to it all. It's like they kind of cleared that part out. I don't know, just one of those, especially when you see it in motion, it's kind of like a big moment. You know what I mean?
I was gonna. Is this like the sequence? Was it all like this, or is this kind of like a few like impact?
This was a whole
frames where
sequence. I could
Gotcha.
even. Yeah. So it was all this whole sequence was kind of like a big energy because it goes from. I'll even paste another one in here. There you go. This is like another shot of it. Because it cuts from like a regular. They're just in a bar. Or I think it's when they're in the bar.
Oh, and then
But
you're right. And then it cuts
changes
into this.
It changes to the style when the confrontation happens.
Right.
So it's kind of like a shocking moment. Kind of a surprise scene. But yeah.
Yeah.
Just really cool.
Very cool.
Cool posing. Cool. You know, I've been trying to learn more about like arcs and lines. You kind of see the flow of the shot. You know, the directionality of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Till it's all moving from left to right. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What I've got to say.
Yeah, I like it when shows do stuff like that, like where it's very like artsy, kind of like where like they'll switch like a very like heavy like style change just for like a few frames to.
They kind of acknowledge that it's art and it's okay to go do something that's just kind of pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like this doesn't like takes away from anything, so I guess that's reductive, but
it just adds to it.
Yeah.
It's cool, but like they take a big swing to be like this looks pretty, and it adds to it. So even though it's not like real or whatever.
Yep.
Very cool. Yeah,
it just seems like a carbon copy of another movie, but
they copied Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah. All right. Move on.
Speaking of generic shows,
I finally watched Arcane. Are you guys happy? I'm all
playing so much League.
Yeah, you know me.
Just
I'm always
spamming
don't
solo
play
queue.
clicking down those
the show's
lanes.
great.
Clicking heads.
Yeah. But yeah, I finally watched Arcane.
Jungle Brush.
Very pretty show. I think my favorite thing that this show does, like you can really see it on this is why I picked this frame, because you could really like tell, is like, you know, a lot of it's like 3D and stuff, and it's got the cool kind of 2D painted look on their characters and everything, but a lot of the frames like this, they'll have like still cameras where it's just a straight up painting.
It's just a painting. Yeah.
With like the characters on top, which is so cool. Yeah.
It's true.
Very, very pretty. It reminded me of the that Love, Death, and Robots one with the girl in the water and like all the gold chains like hanging off her. There's a lot of frames in that too where that's, you know, similar kind of painted style, but then if you like pause it, there's like some frames that like it looks like almost like a photoreal thing, because it's cut in with like some kind of like painted over photoreal stuff, and there's some where it's just like very like graphic rough paint strokes for the whole frame. You don't even really pick up on it in like motion while you're watching it. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the backgrounds in Arcane are all insane.
Yeah,
really... they're all so fucking every time they go to a wide shot in that or like some sort of establishing, or even anytime they're showing I mean, not all. Okay, there's so many pretty frames in that show, but anytime they show or they're trying to tell the story with the environment, even if it's not a wide, I think there's like a shot where it's like they're in an elevator or something going down through the slums, and you get like peeks of seeing what's out there. It's not really a wide, but it's like any time that they show the environment and they're showing like they're telling the story with the environment, being like, this is where we are, this is what's going on. It's always just freeze frame painting. There's so many like little shots that are it's such a good looking show. I've been saving rewatching it until the second season's about to come out. Because I remember I started watching it because I heard it was pretty, and then was like, oh, the story's like kind of interesting, and then it just, you know, then it spends the next like how many episodes? 8?
9.
Yeah, it just spends the rest of the season just blowing you away or having fun story beats, you know. So
I mainly watch it just for the art at the beginning too, but it was more entertaining than I expected.
I think I know a lot of people, especially in our circles, that were like, I heard it was pretty and it looked pretty, but I ended up finishing it because it was like, you know, the characters
good
are cool,
too,
and it's also just, it is pretty enough just to watch because it's pretty. It's easily one of the best looking shows in a long time.
Yeah, all the action sequences are really, really, really cool. Very fluid. And they have the same thing.
They have the advantage of being animated, you know.
Yeah, And they do a lot of the same thing that I was saying I liked from the shots Kari brought, where they do a lot of like quick cut to, whether it be like slow mo or even it's like a quick cut to like a different like even like flatter 2D drawn style for like a few frames kind of thing, or like impact frames are really well sold.
That's a thing. I can't wait to finally watch Succession, so you start watching Anime Cade. But that's a thing in a lot of like anime and stuff, is they do massive style changes like mid fight, 2 shots, or to sell a comedy point. Whenever they're selling a comedy point, all of a sudden the characters get really simplified. It gets very silly looking, very like so. Or selling impacts is another thing they do. I mean, Arcane is obviously heavily influenced by a lot of animated stuff,
right?
But they do constant style changes, and I always think it's a lot of fun.
They recently did that in Kaiju number 8 during a fight sequence, and
yeah, it's great. Yeah, that's a great show. That's a good example.
So good. There's so many good.
Wait, which part? I'm caught up.
Kaiju number 8. It's the part where he's
when he punches something.
When he was punching
a big thing.
Yeah, at the end.
You guys can spoil it. I'm never gonna watch this show.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, it was it was the thing that was coming down.
No, we're talking about the big thing in the sky.
Yeah, big thing in the sky.
The sun.
Cool.
I mean, One Punch Man has got some moments like that as well.
Yeah.
What's like? I'm trying to think. I mean, there's so many good examples of using color to illustrate like differences, and this is all of a sudden degraded into anime garbage. But using color and style changes to degrade.
I mean, I showed you guys.
Is so cool. It's my favorite part of. Yeah, it's excellent. Or
Has been Calvin's Weeb Corner.
This is also one sec. There's some. This is Jace pondering a little bit about how he thinks that some
what
of
are you
the
looking
Legends
at?
Players choose League over their girlfriends. So don't be that person, guys.
Yikes, bro.
Yeah, don't be that
dude.
person,
He's just mad that he dropped out a diamond.
Oh, 100%.
Is that a rank? That's a rank, right? They use diamond.
Diamond sucks now. That used to be worth something.
Dude, that's. I went back to. I was talking to some Dota friends recently, and they're like, "What rank were you when you left?" And I said it, and they were like, "Oh, you were trash." And I was like, "Oh." It's so weird that all ranked games get rank inflation, which makes
100%.
I don't understand why, but there's some reason that everyone's
because
ranking
over
inflation.
time, as everybody that plays the game is, it's better.
Yeah.
Well, inherently, it's like a rating system against everyone you're playing, so I don't understand. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
Or incentivize people to play longer and to rank more.
To slowly let the ranks inflate as if people are learning. Yeah, maybe.
That sounds
Or
like someone who's hard stuck bronze would say. It's a conspiracy by Riot.
Hard stuck bronze. It's so funny hearing Kari say stuff like that. Oh, I guess he played Rocket League.
Yeah, I get the general vibe of it.
Yep.
But yeah, speaking of really great art, and this is really good for society, and like, there's been some interesting news that dropped.
No.
I put it in our little.
No, for fuck's sake.
So I'll just lead us off. Toys R Us. I don't know if we can play it in the.
Yep. Yeah, I got it up.
Toys R Us came out with a full ad created in OpenAI's Sora. So a fully AI ad. There's some comp in there you can see, but this is the big moment that they're pushing right now.
Yeah, this is like the first one that we know about that it's, and that they're talking about it too. And they're it's
I'm definitely pretty sure the particle effects are comp, because even at the end they do this little painting gag.
I'm watching it. There's so much grain. Ugh.
They probably added that on top. I can see them doing that.
Because I also think the giraffe has to be just somebody animating that, right? That just seems so.
Probably, I would guess so. Most of it too. I mean, none of it looks good.
No.
Especially when the kid with the looking up from the table.
Yeah, that was where I was like, this looks awful.
Anyways, not a big fan, but this is interesting to see that someone's done this. Yeah.
Even like the kid looking around at the toys, like at 39 seconds in, it just looks like a.
Yeah, this has to be like some executive that's paid, a couple $1,000 for some team to do this, and he's like, "This looks amazing. Like we can, this is all we need now." And they're like, "This is amazing," but like it looks.
I would even guess that OpenAI just paid for this whole ad.
Oh yeah, probably.
Oh, I
And
think
just,
so.
Like,
Yeah.
just say, hey, free ad if you do it with Sora. I was like, sure.
It's interesting because I feel like a lot of this stuff kind of has like a bit of a generic-y look to it.
It all looks very much
Um,
like stock footage ran through an AI filter. That
Yeah,
makes it.
exactly. So I'm wondering, as more of this comes out, if people are going to be like, "Oh, that's like an AI look."
I wonder if,
Kind of.
AI in general is just going to make everything slow motion look like AI.
Mm.
That's a good call. Anytime
if in the
anyone shoots
future-
slow mo, people are going to be like, "Oh, why are you doing like AI shit?" Yeah.
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 Just as we get used to seeing this, because so far every AI is kind of a slow motion feel.
Well, it is in slow mo because anytime they do fast, I saw a thing talking about speeding it up to like what would
Mhm.
normal speed be, and it all looks awful as soon as you go back to like real time.
It looks
It's
awful.
like, oh
yeah,
god,
yeah.
you start to see. Well, it's not awful. It's still very impressive, but it's like you're able to see the problems,
I did take it too.
Yeah.
which
It
makes
gives-
sense. Of
it
course,
gives off
that
like
makes
that
sense.
soapbox or like soap opera effect on like TVs where it just seems like too
Motion
crisp and
smoothing
too-
stuff.
You know
Yeah,
what's
motion
really
smoothing, yeah.
weirding me out is at 39 seconds, he's
Mhm.
just rotoed. I'm confused.
Yeah, I think he's they want to put him with all the reals toys.
Yeah.
I think all those toys are like real toys, right?
Oh god.
Yeah. You can see the edge
No, I
on the
don't think
roof
those
there
toys
too.
are real toys.
It's probably like
mean, I
he's
would-
still
I
AI
would assume-
generated, but
not
probably
in that shot.
oh yeah, for sure. I think it's just from a different generative thing that they've cut out and put on a different
Okay.
generative thing.
I was
No,
even
hold
thinking
on.
that
Look
they
at the
could just
30.
be.
Look at the toys at 39 seconds on the left side. Those are just globs of color.
Yeah,
On the
exactly.
left side.
That's what I'm. That's a generative image, and he's on his own generative thing that they've done.
I thought we were saying those are all real. The ones floating
Oh,
in the
no.
sky.
I thought the ones
real.
floating in the sky were real because I
Floating.
thought they
Yeah,
wanted to sell
those
toys.
look like they could be real toys.
I'm just thinking from a selling standpoint, like why would you show fake toys?
Some
that
of
you
these
don't have?
shots. Yeah, what? Yeah, exactly. Right.
Also, another thing for Toys R Us, the thing is with when you're trying to sell stuff to kids, you want to sell cool toys that are actually relevant and that people or kids want. This
Yeah,
looks like
see one
generic.
Paw Patrol.
Okay,
Yeah.
one Paw Patrol, whatever.
No, he said he
It's-
didn't see one.
I think
didn't see
kid
one.
shops, Colton, the audience has gotten younger. Like before, it was up to like 14 maybe or 12. No. Now it's literally up until they can use an iPad or a phone.
That's the
This
You
thing,
know what I
is-
mean?
This is also cool, and I think they did this intentionally, where it's envisioning the dreams of our iconic brand and beloved mascot Jeffrey the Giraffe from the 1930s. So it's all
It's all supposed to be a bit weird.
like 1930s kind of simple
okay.
toys.
Because these look like such generic toys that no kid.
And this
now
ad
would
is
ever
more
want.
about the
Yeah.
AI than
Yeah.
toys. let's
Yeah,
be real.
it's so weird that it's Toys R Us. I guess it's like yeah,
You
very
got somebody on board.
yeah.
And when they cut back at like what is that? 50
Give it-
seconds, 48 seconds, the sky completely changes.
Yeah. I give it 0 stars.
yeah, what the fuck
Yeah.
happened to all the stars? Anyways, it's
Mm.
cool. There's pretty shots in there. It's just like
Where?
what I think is going to be weird is everyone getting into all this Gen AI stuff is they're going to immediately just start complaining and
It was-
end up
yeah.
wanting more control, which is valid. That's like the main problem with it. But that might make the tools get more control, which would be cool.
Oh yeah, Cade. I guess on the same topic, Cade was showing me something he was playing with the other day, where you could like rotate the camera.
Yeah, the what was it? Oh, LTX Studio? It was some AI thing that I signed up for the beta on months ago that you put in your script or whatever, and then it does all your shots for you. It'll do like a generative AI thing of every single shot, and then it does some sound on it. It puts your characters in, but then you could go
That's
into
crazy.
each one of the shots and you could adjust the camera move, and it does like some kind of point cloud thing where you could move, and then you could see that it looks like it's projected on, but slightly your different camera angle. But it does it quick, and it's kind of crazy.
Do you want to? Do you want to play your totally original idea?
Yes. Do you guys want to see
that
my sci-fi film?
Oh no! Oh, is this?
You guys haven't seen it yet, I think.
Let me see, guys. Fill time. I will get it going.
Yeah, well, yeah. What's going on?
And so now to Electric Boogaloo, my rating 4.5 out of 5. It was great. I think it was better than the original.
What the
to be
fuck
honest.
are we talking about?
Inside Out
Inside
2,
Out 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Oh.
It was awesome. I think
It's not actually called that, is it?
Yeah, it is
Every
actually.
single sequel is called Electric Boogaloo. That's just like
Yeah.
the normal,
Yeah.
normal thing.
I hate you.
Anyways, yeah, I heard it was good. I'll
Yeah.
check it out. Probably not in theaters, honestly.
That's fine.
But
Yeah, I mean, it's also doing really well in theaters too.
yeah, I heard that it's like the second most profitable
Yeah.
film of the year or something.
Yeah, just beat
Yeah.
out Dune, I think.
I mean, what's
That's
come
insane.
out this year, though?
Dude,
Dune. There's something else. I
Yeah,
forget.
exactly.
All right, now we can watch my.
The
It's in.
Marvels?
Marvel. That came out last. No, that came out
That
December.
was last year. That was last year.
oh,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know.
Also, it's the summer.
I was one of the
right?
few that went and saw it in theaters.
It's the summer, so what are you going to take your kids to go do? Go to an air-conditioned movie theater. That's like an easy win.
still
you know?
though, it's a good thing because Pixar has been on a bit of a
Yeah.
Phew.
Downward
It's
spiral.
like the first time that they made money with a film.
Yeah.
And not the first time. I think Elemental did well in the end. But
I did. Okay.
Well, they make
Yeah.
don't they make all their money on those on all the like the franchising and stuff?
I have no
Like
I
all
know
the
idea.
Elemental
toys
made
and
more
stuff.
money overseas or something, and then like people were like,
Right.
"Oh, it's not the." I actually like Elemental. I think it got.
Yeah.
I had no interest until I randomly watched it, and I was like, it's pretty good."
Yeah, I haven't watched that one yet either. It's been a while.
It just seemed
since
like
I've seen
most of their films have been like Disney Plus only. Like the Turning Red, the one with
Right.
Third Turning Red was in theaters, right? Was that?
for
wait,
like
was
a
that during
very
pandemic?
it was that was in the
All
pandemic.
Yeah.
The Call Me by Your Name, but with mermaids one.
Call Me by which
I'm
Pixar?
repeating. No, it's Luca.
Oh,
Yeah. That one
Yeah.
it was predominantly
I like Luca.
Disney Plus. I haven't seen it.
Same with the even Lightyear. I think they did a very limited
Yeah.
theater
Lightyear
release
was
that it was
also
on.
apparently wasn't that good.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was fine.
It was good. Okay.
Apparently, Lightyear was boring.
It was fine. I thought it was fine. But yeah.
All right. Show us.
All right. Well, we'll finish off the show with my original sci-fi film.
No.
Yeah, this was not me pasting the first 10,000 words of the Star Wars A New Hope script into this, and it this is my original thing that it definitely isn't trained on anything, because you definitely don't see stormtroopers and Carrie Fisher in here.
Oh my god, that's
No.
next one.
Yeah. But yeah, we should. It doesn't look good.
There's a lot of wow. Yeah, hello.
It's pretty original. A lot of these
So,
designs.
definitely,
That's so funny.
probably
You know
a
what's
little
funny?
sketchy.
Some of these designs look like Lego.
Yeah.
There was like one ship there. Oh, those are stormtroopers.
Yep. There's one that's a stormtrooper with the
That's
R2D2
the
head.
fucking ship from. They're mixing genres.
Yeah.
Why is Darth Sidious, not Sidious, the
Darth
Planet
Vader.
Eater dude? Why does he show up a lot? There's a lot of concept art of him.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I should say I set the genre to horror, so it's trying to scarify some of the things.
Mm.
Oh, okay. So it's referencing that makes sense then, because he's pretty scary. He's like a dude that goes around eating planets.
Mm.
Oh my
Right.
god, this is very Star Wars. Oh, there's Luke.
Should
Okay.
be in Doctor
Yeah.
Doom. It looks more like Doctor Doom than Galactus.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a bit of a Death Eater too from Harry
Oh, yeah.
Potter.
Am I thinking of Galactus? Is that the guy? Okay, sometimes he does look very Doom. You're right.
Mm.
Very Death Eater kind of.
But yeah, there's that.
Well, it's a start. I got some notes.
Yeah, quite a bit, quite a bit. Oh,
Like,
boy.
was
why is
surprised.
Luke and Leia breakdancing?
They gotta move. They gotta move. What can you say?
Like, so Disney's definitely gonna
Yeah,
clap down hard on this, right? Like,
there's gonna be something.
Yeah, because I mean,
Yeah.
you can't say that it just.
This
I mean, it's been
shot's
trained on
just
something.
at 110. It's just Darth Vader walking backwards down the hallway. Like there's no
Yeah.
covering it up. That's just Darth Vader.
Yeah, well, right, every shot of a stormtrooper.
Is he
Every shot
walking
of a
backwards or is he
stormtrooper.
walking forwards?
Yeah, it's weird. He's walking. He's with like, yeah, it's stupid. It looks bad. Oh boy. Well, that's our show, folks. I hope you enjoyed the original sci-fi
That's so
film
funny.
that I created.
Is it,
Can you
music AI
put
too?
settings to make it look
the
better?
music AI too, right?
Oh my god.
It just made the soundtrack for it.
It did,
That
yeah.
doesn't really match. Okay.
Yeah, not great. Anyways, we'll see you next week.
VeggieTales were right.
Weed eater.
Good.
Everything.
Goodbye. What is